Yeah, like sometimes pets can make a mess and we have to clean up.
Clean it up or clean up it?
Clean it up.
Clean it up. Okay. Try to connect the sounds more. That takes you to the next level. Clean it
Yeah,
up.
clean it up. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, it's like a good what is it? Relationship philosophy. If you love somebody, you let them be free. Why now you're the
That's a good
leader.
one.
Okay. So move to the next topics. Okay, let's try some part 3, I think, because it's one of my weaknesses.
Everyone's weakness. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's usually the most these are the most thought-provoking questions.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I thought you were gonna say the most stupidest.
Most
But is
stupidest.
it true?
Might as
I
well
mean,
be
yeah,
stupidest.
exactly.
Wait, do they say stupidest or most stupid? Which one is
Most stupid,
grammatically
but
correct?
if you talk about grammar, then it's most stupid. But I
No, I
mean,
think it's
stupidest.
stupidest.
Stupidest, is it?
I don't know. Not sure.
Actually, not sure. But you could say that native speakers say that, stupidest. They say that a lot, I think.
Yeah, but then again, there's so many dumb native speakers that I've met. So
Okay, what can I say?
yeah, we should not take them as a standard, or the
Yep, yep,
pinnacle of English language success.
yep.
Oh, the word pinnacle. I love that word.
That's a good one.
Pinnacle.
Pinnacle of success. Sounds like a pyramid scheme. Salesman, I don't know, snake oil salesman. The pinnacle.
I think you think of a similar word that has a core at the end. Is the body part?
Knuckle. Wait,
No, something
body
down
part.
there. Something down there.
Cool. Oh, wait, down there.
Yeah,
Wait.
something down
So
there.
test. Okay, okay, got you.
It's
I got
inside
you.
of our pants. Do you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
me
I
to
got
Become
you.
explain?
dirty again.
No,
Man.
this is learning new vocabulary.
Yeah. Can you guess what the
Like,
word is? Nobody can guess it. Right?
I got it. I got it. It's
Yeah,
just
except for you.
rude to say. Yeah. I mean,
Usually we just say balls, but nobody
yeah,
knows the other word.
yeah.
Anyway, now while you're the leader here, you can ask the questions, or do you want me to ask you the question first? Do you want to go first so nobody can steal your ideas? What do you want?
Yeah, I want to go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let me mix things up a bit.
No.
Okay.
No.
Now, so when a lot of us, right, when we graduate university, we need to
Mm-hmm.
face with the decision to choose what program we want to study, what job we want to take, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so how do people often go about choosing it?
Will often go about choosing their job
Yeah,
after
how? Like,
finishing
yeah,
university.
yeah. What's the process like? How do they do it?
The process.
Do they just choose a job with the highest salary, or what's going on here? What do they consider?
Uh, well, I would say that for like new graduates, they tend to be a little bit risky, so they tend to just simply try some different fields, which they think they are passionate about, and then they just try it and like get a job hop until they get the right job that fits their personalities. But when they, when they get older and they have family, definitely they would go for a job which provide them a decent amount of income to allow them to make ends meet. So yeah, yeah. And I also think like young generation tend to consult some kind of career advisors on internet instead of their parents, because they think there is a generation gap between them. So they just simply, go online and to search for some kind of trendy careers, some lucrative careers that allows them to make a fortune instead of, getting advice from the older generation. So I think these are the process of getting a job.
Is that often a good idea to do it?
Follow the money?
Yeah.
Is it a good idea? Yes. I don't really think so, but it is beneficial to some extent because it can help you to like get rid of some financial burden, which if you have a family, it can cause some minor conflicts in family. So right. However, yeah. How?
Why would you make money and then you cause family conflict?
I mean, and you can get involved in some minor conflicts with family members, especially with your wife.
Why? Because you make a lot of money. Why would your wife be unhappy about that? That doesn't make sense.
When you wouldn't make a lot of money. When you wouldn't make a lot of money.
Okay. So your wife is a gold digger.
Not gold digger, but she is down on the earth. Down on earth?
Down to?
Down on earth.
Sounds good. She's a practical, down-to-earth person.
Down to earth, yeah, down to earth.
Down on earth? She's an angel or something? She's God?
Sorry. Down on earth. All right. All the time, the phrase mistakes.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Be careful with the pronunciation of the word graduates.
Graduates.
When it's a noun, it's not graduates. Okay.
Graduates.
Graduate would be a verb. It's graduates. This is a common mistake I see even in high level students. Some jobs that fit their personalities. We don't usually choose our job because of our personalities, I don't think. Maybe it fit our line, I don't know, our missions maybe. Yeah. That would be something I would say.
Allied with. Yeah, allied with.
Oh, nice. A student just texted me, a new student, asking me, just send me some money to study a 4 to 5 IELTS course. That's nice. Anyway, who wants to go next? Oh, 15 minutes. Cheap ass. No.
Cheap ass.
Google
I go.
Princess.
Yeah. Let's see.
Can you change the host on Google Meet?
I don't think you could if you're free, if you use a free account.
Yeah,
You
because
could only do that. Yeah,
if you change it to me, then you guys can talk forever.
exactly. So they don't allow
Or I
that
have
anymore.
another suggestion is that we use Discord. But I don't know if you guys know how to use Discord.
I do. But
What about others?
what about the others? Discord? Okay, bad news. She doesn't.
Yeah. Discord is an app where you can speak forever. And you don't need any link. You just join the server. It's usually an app dedicated for gamers. Or dedicated to gamers. But yeah, it can be used for, you know, daily communication as well. Unlimited.
Yeah. And I mean, people just go on there and make friends and you get to talk to new people all the time. I mean, yeah,
That's a good idea. I need to
yeah.
open my Discord again. Join some chess server.
What are we doing now again?
What? Dictate the conversation, please.
Dictate.
What do we have to do?
Okay, just move to the next question I'm gonna ask. Part 3. Do you believe that? Oh, this one is hard. Do you believe that the choice of field of study affects a person's social status?
Social status.
What is that question?
Does that mean
What-
you choose
what-
agriculture? You are considered to be less of a human?
Not me. What is this question?
You choose to be a farmer, so you're considered to be, I don't know, inferior? Something?
Negatively
Sounds like it.
regarded?
Perceived. Oh,
I
yeah.
think there is some truth to this, right? Because whenever I see some whenever you meet somebody new, right, and they say, "Oh, I'm studying medicine," and you think, "Oh, he must be very smart, intelligent to be able to study something like that." Yeah, just you do wear some sort of pride, right, on your shoulder when you say you're studying law, studying to become a doctor. I think it's just a little bit, but it's there, I think. And then when you say, "Oh, maybe I'm doing a freelance job," or "I'm a content creator," all they see is like instability, you know. Sometimes you may make some money from videos or marketing some products. The next day you broke. So maybe that could be an idea, I guess.
I mean, these kinds of questions are pretty much just kind of testing your knowledge of society or something. Like, how? I mean, not exactly something that we think about often, right? I mean,
I don't think
what the?
it's something that even the examiners think about.
Exactly. I mean, I mean, I guess you could say that for a lot of these questions, you could only start from like your personal experience, you know, because you don't really have a choice. And then maybe,
Expand,
hopefully,
generalize it, maybe.
yeah. Man, educational institutions support students in exploring.
Now she wants to go first, so we have to let her.
Yep.
What? What question?
What? Oh, reminds me of a song. What?
No. Verb, verb.
It's a thrift shop. It's some thrift shop. I got only $20 in my pocket.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a nightmare. I would.
This is effing awesome. Anyway, Ling, now do the honor. Ask why a very difficult question, please.
I mean, why do you want to try the question 6?
Question 6.
Yeah,
No,
do you,
Mr. Hill already. Mr. Hill already.
I mean,
answered
dude, feel
It's
free
my
to
idea.
answer. Like, you could even use that idea. It depends on how you execute it, sometimes, right? It's not about the
that.
idea, the IELTS exam, right?
Yeah.
It is, but it
Execute.
is not, right?
I mean, it helps because if you have ideas, then you're less likely to lose your fluency.
Exactly.
But it doesn't have to be like this, idea, a complex idea you may get from, I don't know, like a professor.
Makes sense.
All right.
Mm.
All right. I will go with the question 6. Go with the flow. Okay, so I would say that the choice of field of study do influence in the way people look about you to some extent. The way people
Look at you, Jesus.
look at you to some extent. I mean, for some field which is very, which just requires you to have a good intellectual ability, like medicine or being a doctor. Like if you measured in these fields, of course, people just consider you to be smart and talented and even even hardworking. However, if you choose the study related to agriculture, like somebody might negatively regard you as ill educated.
What?
So you're not ill educated. Can I say that?
Not sure.
But
Maybe?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you are not academically inclined, so you just enjoy a low social status.
Except what you have.
Enjoy.
Enjoy? You have to suck it up.
Suffer.
You have to love,
Suffer.
love the fact that people talk shit about you. Consider you inferior.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to enjoy it. You have to love it. Yay! I'm worse than you. Yay!
Okay, just like in my experience, low esteem when you.
Yeah, I guess what you mean is that you have to learn to live with it. Right? There's always going to be people mocking you for your occupation, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? Sometimes even your relatives, right? They don't believe in you, so you just gotta prove them wrong. You prove them that even your choices they do make sense. You can be very successful just doing the job that you love, even if it doesn't yield great results or a lot of money, I guess. Oh, it's raining. Thunder. Thunderstorm. Hopefully it doesn't rain tonight. I have a class tonight. Yeah, yada yada yada. So who wants to go next now for this question? Social status. Boy, never thought about choosing a field of study and then it affects your social status. But then when you're a university graduate, right, you have no social status. You are the bottom of the food chain, people say.
Man, I mean, I could try to answer this question.
You could, but will you?
Yeah, okay. Well, affects a person's social status.
You have to repair your.
I'm not exactly even sure where should I start, for this question, but I mean, yeah, it surely does to some extent, If you're talking about, if you're defining social status as how others perceive you as a person, right? Then, yeah, it is probably true because, especially in Vietnam, in this country, where like there's a huge gap between the income of those who are educated and those who are undereducated. Yeah. So I mean, and I guess it's just a fact all over the world that people respect high income people more than those who make less money. So yeah, I mean, if you graduate from with a financial degree, with a degree in finances, or even better, in IT and tech, and then you get a good job in a good company and make a lot of money, then obviously people will take you more seriously compared to, I mean, I'm not sure, someone like a construction worker. Yeah, or if you're working at a low income job with a less prestigious degree, I guess. Dude, that's what I would say. That's all I could say.
Yeah, or you
Yeah.
don't even need a degree for those jobs, huh?
Yeah, probably, right. Probably.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think a better question would be it's not the choice of field of study, it's more like the choice of school, the choice of university. Because in Vietnam, I remember back in my day, maybe was it 10 years ago? Yeah, something like that. If you were to land a place in Bách Khoa University, huh? Oh boy, the whole neighborhood, the whole village knows about it, and your parents is gonna be going out on the street bragging, about the fact that you get accepted into one of the most prestigious university in the country. Huh? But now, not so much. Uh,
But now more and more people just get into university easily.
yeah, they lower the requirements. Tests are easier because I think at the end of the day, it's universities essentially they are a business, right? They're a company. They need to make profit. And if they just had they have a like a very high standard of students, then they're not going to make as much money. So it's a simple economic problem for them.
I mean, oh, shit. The call's ending.
Well, it's about to end. Let me send you guys another link.
Sounds so good.
Food. Sounds so good. Hee hee hee.
Yeah. Nhưng mà sư cũng biết điểm.
What's up? What's up?
It's beep, beep,
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna do a challenge. I think it's more interesting. Okay, let's do a part 2 question without preparation.
You can choose.
How do you guys feel about that?
Ready all the time. Have no choice because of the upcoming test.
And it doesn't matter how you feel, right? Sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like when we prepare, sometimes we rely too much on our memory. Whereas speaking without preparation just forces us to, you have to be fluent on the fly, okay? Right on the spot.
Yep.
That's a skill, not just for English, but even for Vietnamese. Be spontaneous. Okay, so what's the topic? Part 2 topic. What's this IT or technology? What's the question again? Part 2? I don't see it.
Part 2. But this one?
It doesn't have to be this one. It's up to you.
Maybe just this one. Field of study. Describe a field of study. Oh, that you feel interesting.
So let me just go first. Yeah, I just talk about some my personal stories. So 10 years ago, when I was a little kid, I used to use the computer a lot. I think I started having a computer at the age of 6 or 7. I don't remember. It's been a while, and then I just automatically thought that, okay, maybe learning coding, computer programming, and later on developing games will be something that I could do well. Okay, or that would make me feel very interested in. But after 1 year of studying in college, I realized that, okay, the field is actually the job itself, was so boring. I don't like the fact, or didn't, I still haven't liked it. The fact that I had to sit at the computer for hours on end, right, without moving around. All you do is look at a bunch of code lines or lines of codes, right, figuring out what the problem is. And until this day, as you can see, with the advent or even the growth and development of AI, they can already do the job for you, even better than you. So that programmer job is slowly being replaced by AI these days. So I feel like my transition to English teaching was the right one overall. Now that I managed to help a lot of students to improve their English overall, and then they successfully get a high score in the IELTS test, paving the way for, I guess, more brighter future job opportunities out there. So it's a nice feeling. And many of them actually, there's a part of me, I see a part of me in them also. Sometimes they use certain phrases or the way that they speak English resembles some of the way that I speak English, right? So that makes me happy a little bit. Okay? 2 minutes. That's all I can say.
Dude, that is a good one. That's probably a 9. And for sure, right? Yeah.
After my wedding on October, I plan to take the test again. Usually I try to take it once a year, but this year has been a lot of things going on. Working on my writing and reading also. Trying to get it to the level of perfection if I can. Just like listening and speaking. What about you guys? Any stories?
I mean, why do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Whatever.
Okay.
Don't let me.
Yeah. Okay, I go first then, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta say, I mean, if you're asking about what I did in college and the major, the field of study, so-called, that I choose, then it is a, pretty interesting story because, well, I mean, back then I actually didn't really have a direction
Mhm.
as what I wanted to do with my future. I actually after graduating high school, I actually went to the US for a couple of years. But then I dropped out of college in the US because I felt like I couldn't keep up with all the pressures of having to like pass all of the classes. Maybe I was not made for academics or something in the US, in that environment. And yeah, and I dropped out after something like 2 years and went back to Vietnam and was kind of lost for a year or so. But then I actually got the opportunity to go to Japan with a scholarship. It was actually a full ride scholarship. And I somehow managed to pass the interview. Yeah, and I mean, and there I was in Japan. But well, the problem here is that actually the major that I had to take to secure that scholarship, it was had like didn't really have a I mean, wasn't that hot in the job market. It was not practical. I didn't realize that it was not exactly practical for you. I mean, for me after I graduate, and but because it was a scholarship and a full ride scholarship at that, I just decided to take it anyways and enjoy the 4 years that I had, right? And it was, I got to study some stuff about politics, about history, about environmental sciences and whatnot. And it was a lot of fun. And I got to do some wrote essays about research papers and whatnot. But, it was nothing specific that would have, I mean, it is not like something like IT or finances that would have been more practical in the job market. Yeah. And wait, is that 2 minutes yet?
Yes, keep going.
All
Yeah,
right,
it should
all right,
be.
all right, all right. I'm just gonna try to wrap up my thought a little.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, enjoy the 4 years study of the degree, learn about a bunch of things in all sorts of different fields. And I had a lot of fun, made friends, but that was it. It was not exactly extremely practical,
Mhm.
useful in the job market, which I mean, which resulted in me having to go back to Vietnam after graduating. Well, it's also because I was kind of lazy. Yeah. And I mean, yeah, a job in great demand, right? Yep, that's a good phrase to use. Oh, yeah, demand. I forgot that word somehow. Yeah.
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 Right.
I
Interesting
guess.
stories.
Yep, 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 yep.
So now, what are you
Interesting.
doing now? Is it related to politics now, or?
No, no, not even close, bro. I actually also started teaching English, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I think you will start enjoying it when you see your students improve.
I don't know, dude, because the IELTS is just so hard for me.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be IELTS. It can be any sort of communicative language classes, you know.
Yeah, I
And
guess, I
sometimes I
guess.
even prefer teaching that.
Oh, of course, like obviously, because I mean the things that you talk about in the IELTS is just not, how people have conversations in real life, right? So,
Yeah.
uh, especially for this part two. I mean, I hate part two the most, right? So I'm not even sure what they want. Want me to
Yeah,
talk to 2 minutes? Yeah,
it's Wa's turn.
yeah.
All right. I'm not even confident, but just go with the flow.
Dude, you see how I perform? Don't worry about it.
So, I was trying to not thinking about the question because I don't want to, like, give me time to prepare. All right. So, well, I would say that the first field that came to mind when I looked at the question is definitely marketing. So let's talk about what the field is it. So it's about like a kind of business. So learning about marketing helps you to get some marketing strategies, how to sell your products and how to grab your customers' attention. So I really love the some of the marketing philosophy, and they are quite psychological. It just learn how to understand, to get insights into your customers and know what exactly your customers are need your customers need, and then it just provides you a good way to retain your loyal customer and maintain a good relationship between businesses and clients. So let's talk about why I am interested in it. I think in the consumerism society nowadays, this marketing is a very important strategy for a business to help them survive in the kind of cutthroat competitive world. So it just helped them to send out from the rivals, maintain their customers, and just help to save their business. So I also think people with good marketing skills is sought after, and they can definitely get a very decent job in the modern society. And that's why I think in the near future I would quite a be interested in give it a try. But yeah, I'm not sure that. Yeah, but I would say that being a marketer requires you to have a very good creative ability. You have to think out of the box to come up with the attention grabbing content. So, but yeah, I think I would like to give it a try.
Yeah. Good creative ability? No, we call it creativity, yeah?
Creativity.
Yeah,
Creativity.
some strange phrase said. I was laughing earlier because you said, get inside your customers. I was like, laughing.
Oh, get inside the head. Get inside. Okay, I'd like to do that too. Depending on the customer.
How cute they are.
Nice.
If you say get insights, then it should be insight from, yeah, insight from the customer. Or collect data, right? Or gather insights, collect data, customer data.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like your phrase better. Get inside your customers. It can be understood in many ways.
Yeah.
And then I saw you were laughing, and I like something just pops up into my mind. Maybe I sound stupid, and he just laughed at my face.
No, it's not about that. Yeah, it's just a phrase can be misconstrued.
I mean,
Misconstrued.
Like
Yep.
misunderstand or misunderstood.
Misconstrued. I mean, why do you know what it means to get inside someone? I mean, one of the meanings.
Nope.
Ah,
Okay, that is
shit.
She knows. She knows.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
can have different connotations depending on the. Literally, if you're talking about physically. No. Okay.
Yeah, she's laughing now.
She's looking it up in the dictionary. Oh,
Yeah.
what is it?
No, in ChatGPT.
Um,
ChatGPT.
she's like exactly what I do every day. I know. I'm just no. I'm just kidding.
No, that's my husband.
My
You
husband.
don't
Oh, yeah, sure.
even have a girlfriend.
That's
You
exactly
get
why
some
I'm single.
service, right?
Yeah,
just
but I
pay
mean,
you
her.
have no girlfriend?
no, not right now.
Waiting for somebody perfect or
I just don't want no
Anytime.
relationship right now. I broke up like last year. I mean, 2 years ago or something. I forgot the date.
no? You remember? Come on.
No, actually, yeah, I do kind of forgot. I know that. Okay, I mean, it was like June 2 years ago. It's actually over 2 years ago, but no, I forgot the date. I forgot like a lot of the
It's
details.
actually over 2 years ago.
For real. Yeah,
Actually.
yeah. Now that I think of it, yeah. Yeah. Of course, I remember like the month at least. Yeah, June, July. Yeah, that's got to be.
Mm. Yeah, the date doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Question
I mean,
is, can you do anything to avoid it from repeating?
hmm,
Have you learned the
actually,
lessons?
learn. I mean, it's complicated, because who the fuck knows? I mean, some of those things that I did were actually like kind of just how I am. Just my own self, my own
Uh,
personality.
can't change
It
who
could
you
have
are.
probably been, yeah. I mean, it's complicated. It could have been just real incompatibility, compatible
What? Incompatibility.
incompatibility. Yeah, incompatibility. Yeah,
Yeah, you're not meant
Doesn't
for
make
each other.
yeah. Probably. Who knows, man? Who knows the answer?
Who
But I mean, if you
knows?
have to, I mean, if you're constantly asked to change yourself
Yeah.
by the other person, then might as well just end it. Right? I mean, there's a point, but I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? Who knows? But it's
Mhm.
over now. That's a fact.
Oh, listening to your sad story just make me feel very
Happy?
lucky. Thank you.
Oh, okay. It's
She's
not sad.
laughing.
It's an experience. It's just life experience. It's not sad or happy. I appreciate it a lot.
Huh?
She
Yeah,
appreciate honesty.
yeah, for real, like. Oh, let's keep moving. Let's keep
Yeah,
moving on to
just
the
skip it.
next topic. Yeah.
This is depressing.
Yep.
Memorable experience.
No, but for real, like, yeah.
It's memorable experience.
Memorable experience. Okay. I mean,
Uh-huh.
uh,
Do I have any memorable experience? Oh yeah, I do have one. So I think it was it in grade 7 or grade 8 or something like that? Yeah, I and a bunch of my classmates were, at the time we were very naughty. We were trying to basically vandalize public property. Yeah, just to have a little laugh. And suddenly on our way back home, we saw this 7-story building. It was completely empty. Nobody was in there. No security guard and everything. The door was slightly open, so we rode our bicycles in, right? And we were throwing rocks at the glass to see if they would break, right? And they did break. And then after the glass was broken, and then suddenly there was a security guard inside of the building that came out, rushing out, even chasing us. And we were in such a panic, and everybody was running for their lives. And one of us almost got caught, I believe, but the guy was running too slow, so he really couldn't catch anyone. But I was my heart was pounding, was beating out of my chest. And then I thought everything was over then, right? But actually, in the next morning when we all got to school, the principal actually stood on stage, and she was saying about the incident, and then she was gonna, try her best to find out the one who caused it, right? She was asking around, and luckily for us, yeah, nobody, your friend group were snitches, so we didn't get caught, fortunately. You may think that we actually learn our lessons and never do something like that again, but nah. I guess people don't really change, and you were at the age of you were hitting your puberty, right? Yeah, there's a lot of hormones. You want to do something risky. You don't really understand the consequences of your actions. So we just, ended up, doing something else, but not as serious as that. But like we'd go to this even a restaurant. We would, mix some vinegar with some chili sauce and spilling it and putting it in together. Sometimes I even put, or not me, but some of my friends even poured some Coca-Cola inside of a bottle of vinegar. Uh, 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 so it was basically a stupid time. A lot of stupid thing that we did, but overall, I feel like I had a very happy childhood. Yeah, it was a lot of good memory that we had together. Now, obviously, we don't talk to each other anymore because we all have our separate lives. Some of them even go to different cities to work. But hopefully, in the next 2 months, when I have my wedding, I would be able to invite some of them back here, and we're gonna have a reunion, yeah, like just like old times. So I guess that would be nice. That's my story. What about you guys?
Nice, nice, nice. Hmm. Mm, Story? Yeah, I mean, what's the one memorable experience that I had? That I
New rap,
had.
because this is a story that a true story that happened, so it's very easy to talk about.
Yep. Hmm. I guess, I could say that I have a couple of memorable experiences, not in the way that you think. I'm not exactly sure if it's actually positive, but when I was
Boleh.
in secondary school, I was just playing with the kids in the neighborhood, just having fun playing some kid games, like I don't know, playing with marbles and trying to even playing soccer with each other. But then I was doing something that I forgot what I was doing. But one of the kids actually took a wooden bar and then hit me in the head.
Oh,
Yeah, but I mean, it was not that serious, but I was like so scared. I was in shock mostly. I'm sure that it probably didn't do any permanent brain damage to me. Hopefully,
you sure?
hopefully. But shoot, that actually happened. And it was, I mean, need I even tell you like why it was so memorable for me? But yeah, but I mean, all that I could remember is that I got hit and then I lay onto the floor, onto the street because I was outside, right? And then I just lied there for like just a minute or two because it was not that bad. I just in shock mostly, and of course, like the part of the brain, I mean, the part of the skull where he hit, like kind of hurt a little. You know, he didn't hit that hard. He's just like probably I talked to him later, and he said that he was just being stupid and tried to hit me like not that hard in the head for some reason, right? Just for fun or out of curiosity. And I mean, yeah, I mean that was a memorable experience, man. I still remember like the shock that I felt when I just got hit like that. And I also was scared of having like permanent brain damage. That was on my mind for a while. But I mean, other than that, we were pretty close back then with that guy because he was actually opposite from my house in the neighborhood on the street. And I often came over to his house to play video games together. Yeah, but the funny thing is, after that experience, like we started to drift apart. And I didn't soon after, like, I didn't talk to him anymore. And then yeah, nowadays he's doing well, but I mean, that's a that's a very memorable experience, as you put it, you know. It was.
If you could call it.
Yeah, if you could call it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why your girlfriend broke up, is that you have brain damage.
Shit, man. Gotta go check up. Gotta go get checked up, right? Probably.
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding. But I mean, dude, talk about memorable. I mean, there are a few other ones where I saw one of my friends getting mugged by some thugs with a knife, you know. I saw that shit. And
That's
that
scary.
was also memorable, but yeah. This one was probably the most memorable by a margin.
Yeah, no surprise there.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Okay, let's listen to one.
Okay. All right. So when I first looked at your question, the first experience that came to mind is a time when I had a picnic with my university friends. So to be honest with you, we do not have a very close knit group of friends at university, because when it comes to university, most of our friends just come from different parts of Vietnam, and they most of the time they are obsessed with their studying and part-time jobs. So we hardly ever found a time to bond with each other. So we were not very close. By the way, at the end of their second year in university, on summer vacation, we still decided to have a picnic together, a kind of activity together to spend time and maybe to get to know each other more. So we just simply decided to go picnic in a near park. It was near the river, and we prepared food together because we didn't want to be charged by the food sold by vendors nearby the park. So we just simply prepared food together, cooked meal together, which gave it a lot of fun. And then we just brought tent and have a camping here, and had a camping here, I should say. So we turned on loud music, danced together, and it was such a nice time for us to confide in each other. I just realized that for some friends, which I was biased to because of the first time we met, I do not have a very good impression on them. But the more I talked to them, I just felt like, okay, maybe I was a little bit biased. And then I felt like we understand together more. I just feel like it was easier for me to be open up to them. And we have a lot of chit chat. We had a lot of chit chat and a lot of gossip, and we shared a lot even about our family backgrounds. And after that event, after that occasion, I just felt like I felt more close to them. And I think it was a very nice, unforgettable memory, a lasting memory that I had during my university time.
Repetition unnecessary. Add a memory and a lasting memory. I think there's still a problem with, like, there's a phrase that you couldn't think of at first, and then you think of it later, and then you still want to use it, but you lose your fluency because you repeat it. It's unnecessary.
Yeah. I forgot to divide the verb several times, I guess.
Yeah. A few problem with the pronunciation and grammar, I guess. Overall, very fluent, I would say. Very nice. It's good that you can link your ideas in a chronological order. After that, then after the whole thing, towards the end, I learned. Yeah, maybe you could say that. Okay, maybe I learned that I should never judge a book by its cover. I shouldn't judge people based on where they're from. I should get to know them, understand their thoughts, right, and then make your assessment that way.
River.
River, yeah, not river. Yeah, it's river.
River.
River. It's like we don't say dinner, we say dinner, right? So,
yeah, river.
Have a camping sounds a bit weird. Say have a camp. Or did some camping.
Go camping. Have a camping.
Yeah, went camping. Have a
went
camp.
camping.
Or we set up our tent. Yeah. Set up by the campfire.
Yeah, right. Set up our tent.
I was a little bit biased. Yeah, you repeated it a few times. You can say the word judgmental. Okay? Judgmental. Yeah, I was a little bit judgmental of the character at first, just solely based on the place that they were born. But now I learned my lessons. I felt more close to them. That's for sure.
Felt more close to
Closer.
Right? Closer.
Felt closer to them. We started having a way better relationship.
Judgmental at first.
Okay, I think I need to go and eat something. So.
Me too.
But this has been amazing practice. Amazing practice.